Hi folks, my name is Omkar Jagdare and I'm coming at you from Detroit, Michigan. Today I'm going to talk to you about how do you figure out your immigration in US after you complete your masters. So, before I get started, I would really appreciate if you can give me a thumbs up to the video. It allows me to reach out to more people just like you. I really appreciate you doing that. So let's jump right into the topic. So first of all, let's say you completed your masters. Okay, so when you get your first time, you get your I-20 stamped, you get your visa in US, you get 5 years of student visa. Understand that. That is just for, so a lot of people get confused. Let me explain a little bit about what US visa really means. Understand, folks, the visa is only a document that allows you to come and go out of the country. That's it. That's the only purpose of visa. Visa doesn't allow you to stay in a country. Visa doesn't, it has nothing to do with your legal status in America. You may even have a student visa, but your status in America may not be valid. So understand one thing. What keeps you valid in America as a student is your I-20. Your service ID on your I-20 keeps a valid status for you. So a lot of people get confused about it. So let me jump into right after graduation. So let's say you completed your master's today, and now what is your path ahead of this? So if you have completed your master's in a STEM degree, which is science, technology, engineering, management, you get 3 years of optional practical training, which is OPT. So you get 3 years of that. So let's say you applied for 1 year of OPT. As soon as you graduate, you get 1 year of OPT when you apply. Your goal as an international student in that is to find a company that will sponsor your H1B. Now, in a good scenario, let's say you found a company that sponsored your H1B. Now, let's say you applied for H1B, you did not get selected, or you did get selected. If you get selected, you don't have to apply for 2 more years of extension for your OPT, which is 3 years in total. So you don't have to apply for 2 more years. You can directly convert your OPT visa on your H1B visa. Now, let's say for some reason you did not get selected. Now you can apply for your extension. So you get 2 more years of OPT, and your company can again apply for your H1B. For some reason, let's say you get selected in one of those applies, one of those tries, and now you can convert your visa on H1B. So now your H1B visa applicant, that's approved for you. So your status in America is H1B. So once you get your H1B approved, you have total 3 years of H1B approved. Okay. After you complete your 3 years, you can also renew another 3 years. But I'm not really sure how that's gonna go with current things happening in America. So let's say I'll just explain you what right now is happening. Okay. So you get 3 years of H1B, and you can also extend 3 more years. Okay. Here's what you need to do when you get your H1B approved. The first thing you need to do is you need to talk to your company and see if they're willing to sponsor your green card. If your company is not willing to do that, find another company that's willing to do that. So understand one thing, folks. Not every company will be able to do green card for you because there are a lot of costs involved in it. There are a lot of other things that are involved in it. So make sure initially itself you know that if your company will be able to do this for you or not. So let's say your company applies for your green card. Now the current wait for green cards with somebody who has a master's is about 10 to 15 years. So it's going to take you 10 to 15 years just to get your green card. So in the meantime, there's something called an I-140 petition, which your company will file for you. So this, when your I-140 petition is approved, it takes about, let's say, a couple of years from the day it's filed. So it takes about a year to 2 years for it to get approved. So let's say you got your H1B today. Within a year, you applied for your I-140. Let's say within the next couple of years, it gets approved. Now what happens? It doesn't matter. Let's say it takes you 10 years or 15 years to get your green card. But between that time, even if you have no H1B visa, but because of your I-140, you can get unlimited H1B. So even if your H1B expires later, you can still have your H1B because of your I-140 is approved. That allows you to work unlimited amount of H1B time. Okay, so that's how it works. So let's say you keep on working, you get your I-140 approved, you keep working, and 10 years down the road, you get your green card. So once you get your green card, it takes you 5 years. So 5 years of green card, you stay in America, then you are allowed to apply for American citizenship. And we go through American citizenship. There is a quick exam for it. Most people pass it. And once you pass it, you get your American citizenship. So let's look at the entire process again. So once you graduate, you have about 3 years of OPT. Let's say it takes you a couple of years to get your H1B. So 2 years there. Then let's say you take another 2-3 years for you to get your green card petition filed. So let's say it takes you about, let's say, 4 years. Let's be conservative, and it takes you 4 years to get your I-140 petition approved. So that's about 6 years already. So from the day your I-140 is approved, let's say it takes you another, with the current time frame, it takes you 10 years to get your green card. So that's 16 years, folks, to get your green card. And on top of that, you have to wait another 5 years to get your citizenship. So that's about 20-21 years for you to just get your American citizenship. Now that's the route you can take through your work process, through your employment. There are other ways to do that, through business, through, I don't know, a lot of different ways. Okay. So here's the thing. So let's say you graduated at the age of 25. It's going to take you about 45 to get your American citizenship. Now here's my question. You must be thinking, is it worth it? Is it worth going through all this trouble? In my opinion, it is totally worth it. The current opportunity in America is second to none. I knew what I signed up for. So yes, a lot of my friends are going to Canada right now because immigration is easier. There are similar opportunities in Canada and America. So if you're that kind of person who thinks maybe Canada is much easier and I would go that, I think that's a great idea. But if your goal has always been that you want to come here and you're always desired to come to America and that was your goal, then I think you should fight for it, because I feel it's totally worth it. And if I had a chance to do all of this again, I would totally do it in a heartbeat. So I think that's pretty much what I had for you today. If you have any questions, just put them in the comment section. You can connect with me on my Instagram. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.